Hi there, happy hump day and welcome to Wednesday. Bad days. We've all had them. You know the day, it just feels like nothing is going according to plan. You might be late for a meeting. You've missed a plane. That document that's really important that you've been working on for hours just disappears because your system somehow has crashed. That client meeting that was critical to get right bombs big time. Bad days. We all have them. The interesting thing is, there is an upside to a bad day. Now, bear with me, because you might be sitting back thinking, really? I don't want bad days. But when you think about it, if every single day of your life was perfect, everything went according to plan, you take it for granted. You wouldn't notice that the day was good because you'd have nothing to compare it against. Contrast matters. We're often told to focus on being optimistic and focus on being happy. And sure, positive emotions matter. But we need to experience the full range of emotions: frustration, sadness, anger, hurt, along with happiness and joy and pleasure. Because all of those range of emotions, that's what makes us uniquely human. And if you just want to focus on everything that's good and deny everything that's bad, you're denying elements of what life's about. So, what I'm going to take you through are some things that you can do to help make that bad day better. Because there are some things. And it's interesting, I was reading some research the other day which talks about, one of the things about having a bad day at work is it can actually help other people around you because it helps you form new social connections. Now, I'm not so sure about that because from my experience, if you're negative, that negativity can be contagious and then other people around you start being negative too. So your bad day can bring other people down. So the challenge is you want to acknowledge how you're feeling, but you don't want to ruminate. You don't want to wallow in the bad day that you're having. You want to recognize that you're having a bad day and then also recognize that you've got a choice. And the first piece of that choice starts with acknowledging your day kind of sucks. Secondly, you're going to make a choice about how you're going to work through it. Are you going to wallow in it or are you going to find a way to navigate your way through? And then thirdly, take action because there are some things that you can do to make that bad day feel better. And there's some ideas I'm going to give you now. Firstly, get physical, because when you are exercising, when you're moving, it shifts your emotional state. It also, when you're exercising, releases the little happy chemicals in your brain that make you feel good. Talk it out. There are times where you do want to reflect quietly and privately, but it can also help when you're feeling down to talk it through with someone. Get those thoughts out of your head. Have someone who you trust who can challenge your perspective on what's happened. Shift your space. And shifting your space isn't just about moving, it's also about getting outside, going outdoors, listening to music, being in the natural environment. Any action that you can take that shifts the environment in which you're in, because the shifting in the environment helps you to shift your perspective. Find a furry friend. Now for me, that's hanging out with my dog Barney. But it's scientifically proven that patting a dog, watching a dog run in the park, anything that puts you in touch with an animal can help to spark moments of joy. Breathe. When we're stressed, when we're having a bad day, we breathe with a shortness of breath. What you want to do is slow down. Breathe deeply and consciously. The breath is going to help to reactivate that thinking part of the brain to get you out of that fight or flight state. Lastly, be grateful for what is. Perspective is so important because your bad day in comparison to someone else's bad day, it's still a bad day for you, but it's not as significant as what some other people can be facing. When you're grateful for what you have, you've got that ability to realize that your bad day is usually only temporary and you've got a lot to be thankful for. As you do all this, I'm going to leave you with the words of one of my favorite poets, Rumi, who says, live life as though everything is rigged in your favor. So the choice for you when you have that bad day, what are you going to do? Ruminate, wallow in it? Find your way through. Accept how you're feeling, but make some really good choices about how you're going to flip that day. Take care. I'll see you next week.